right, we've got three statements, all opposing, yet in large part saying the same thing. Statement number one from Coach Kavanaugh. This has to do with Conor McGregor versus Dustin Poirier. Coach Kavanaugh came out and said it will be very interesting to see these guys in a rematch. They will both be happy, healthy, and hydrated at 170 pounds. Hold that thought. Khabib weighs in. Khabib says, I will fight whoever beats Poirier. I respect the outcome of whoever that opponent is. By the way, if it's not at 155 pounds, then forget everything that I said. I assumed we meant it was going to be at 155. Great, hold that thought, move to Dana White. Dana says, of course the fight's going to be at 155. It would make no sense to be at any other weight. These guys are not welterweights. Poirier's never fought at welterweight. Neither guy is ranked at welterweight. Of course, if it's going to have meaning, it has to be at 155. Boom, hold the thought. So then, of course, you have the people that come in and go, well, wait a minute, this has happened before. Conor fought Nate Diaz at 170, or he fought Cowboy Cerrone at 170. Look, it's not always the same. And to act as though you're pointing some finger at Dana and going, haha, what? You think Dana didn't learn something from the past? You don't think he has the right to learn from the past and understand the point that is important to put him within their vision? Fine. I don't even know that that's what happened. Let's say in a worst case scenario, that's what happened. Great. Dana's guilty of learning something from a past mistake. Great. What I'm offering for you is simply this. Conor McGregor has never done anything in his career strategically to help himself. It's one of those things that he never gets credited for, right? Conor likes to go out and what the kids call troll and have some fun on social media. There's some real seriousness to Conor McGregor as well. He has never done anything to help himself. By example, he goes in and fights Nate Diaz. That's a hard fight, short notice fight for Conor, 170 pounds, weight class that he had no business being at. He loses. So they say they're going to rematch it, but guess what, Conor? We're going to do it at 155 because size was a bit of a problem and you're already going up. There's no point in you going up two weight classes. Conor says, hold the phone. If I redo this, we redo everything. Same city, same opponent, same rules, same placement on the card, and you better believe it's going to be in the same weight class. He then goes and fights Floyd Mayweather. Floyd had more rules and regulations into his contract. Conor asked for none. They did that fight at some weird weight. I mean, it's like 153 and a half pounds, some weird weight, but there was a lot of thought put into it by Team Mayweather. Conor didn't care. Went into a sport that he had never done before in a weight class that was made up. There was even things in that contract that Floyd's team was very specific to write down in terms of where the gloves were made. And yes, you heard me correctly, where the gloves were made. There was something about a Mexican-made glove as opposed to a China-made glove. There had something to do with horsehair. I can't remember because I don't know a damn thing about it, but horsehair. And it was either it had to have horsehair in it or it could not have horsehair in it. And I remember Conor's response because it would have been mine. And Conor said, I didn't even know they put horsehair in gloves. I've never known where a glove is made. I don't care. Any of this crazy, weird stuff you want to do, I don't care. And Floyd thought like there'd be a big back and forth. And apparently in the boxing world, that is common to fight over where the glove is made and manufactured and whatever this horsehair business is that I can barely remember now, other than it had to do with horsehair. I bring that to you because just because I'm ignorant to the fact doesn't mean it's an ignorant fact, right? Floyd's the champion of the world, a second generation boxer, and he seems to think it matters. It possibly does. Point I'm trying to make is Conor has never tried to do anything to help Conor. Never. He doesn't get credit for that. He doesn't get credit for taking short-minute fights. He doesn't get credit for being an interim champion, a world champion, another world champion who's, by the way, covered 4 weight classes. I only bring this to you because if the fight is asked to be at 155, guess what Conor's going to say? Okay. Same thing he always says. Conor McGregor goes out there and has fun. I get it. It annoys you. I get it. He trolls. I get it. Conor says he's going to do something. Conor does it. And that you need to get.